Hi, welcome back to the Puppets and Parrots YouTube channel. Coming at you with another grammar lesson that we are going to look into today, subject and predicate. Why subject and predicate is important because understanding subject and predicate is the key to good sentence writing. Why writing is very important? Writing is constructed by putting sentences in sequence, one after the other. If a single sentence is read aloud, it should be understandable. Meaning should flow from one sentence to the next, suppose carrying the argument or point of view forward in a clear, concise manner. If you do not use correct grammar and punctuation, or your sentence are too long and complex, what you are trying to say will become unclear and the reader will be unable to follow the text because the flow of meaning is interrupted. That is why I have chosen this topic today as my grammar lesson. Okay, let's start by looking at its basic components. Here in this page, you are seeing about the sentence and its two parts. Now let's explain in detail. What is a sentence? A sentence is defined as a collection of words that have a meaning. The basic requirements for a sentence to exist is that it should contain a subject and a predicate. Even the smallest sentence in the English language must contain two components to be grammatically correct. That is subject and predicate. So what is a subject? The subject describes the agent or theme of a sentence, usually in the form of a person, place or thing or an idea. We call it as noun or pronoun. And here in predicate describes or give further information about the subject of the sentence. They always contain a verb phrase, object phrase, adjective phrase and prepositional phrase. So what is the subject? A subject tells who or what is the sentence is about. The subject of the sentence can be a person, place or thing or an idea. First, let's see some examples of subject identification. The dog ran. The dog is the subject of the sentence because the sentence is telling something about the dog. And what it is telling, it says that dog ran. So in this example, the subject is dog and the predicate is ran. In the second example, the dog ran at a high speed after the cat. Here we have more detail, but the subject is still dog. How can we know that the subject is dog and not the cat? Because we have two nouns here in the sentence, the dog and the cat. So how can we know that the subject is dog and not the cat, since the sentence seems to be about both animals? To determine the subject of the sentence, first find the verb and then ask who or what. In this sentence, the verb is ran. If we ask who ran, the answer is the dog ran. This is how we know that dog is the subject of the sentence. Now let's see about predicate identification with its example. The predicate tells what the subject is or does. Predicates always contain a verb. Let's take a look at this page about predicate identification with some examples. I have given 3 examples in this page with a different form of predicates. Let's see what are they. In the first sentence, I have given the predicate with just a verb. John ate. To determine the subject of the sentence, first locate the verb and then ask a question by placing who or what before the verb. So, who ate? John ate. So, John is the subject of the sentence. And the predicate, which always include the verb, relates something about the subject. So, after the verb, the entire group of words comes under predicate. So, the subject is John and the predicate is ate. And come for the next example, we see the predicate that contain a verb and an object phrase. For example, she gave the gift to John. Find out the verb here. Gave is the verb in this sentence. Who gave? She gave. So she is the subject. What she gave? She gave the gift. So the gift is the object. The gift to John. So the object of the sentence is the person or thing that receives the action. So to John, some other words that go along with the action, so we call it as object phrase. At last, we have the example that have the predicate that contain a verb and a prepositional phrase. Just first find out the verb here in the third sentence. Ran is the verb in this sentence. So after verb, the entire group of verbs comes under predicate. Now find out the subject in this sentence. Who ran? John ran. So John is the subject of the sentence and ran is the verb. The entire after the entire group of words that comes under predicate. Predicate always contain a verb. So ran is the verb. Out of the door is the prepositional phrase of the sentence. Prepositional phrase is a group of words consisting of a preposition which modify the object. In some sentences, the subject is not so easy to find. Here is an example of the sentence that seems to have no subject. Open the door. We see the verb is open, but who is doing the action? The only noun present is the door, but certainly the door is not about to open. In this sentence, the speaker is giving a direct command to another person and might have said, "You open the door." The rule to remember for a sentence that is a command is that if the subject is not named, we can assume that subject is you because you is implied in the sentence. It is important to remember that most of the time the subject comes before the predicate. However, sometimes the subject can come after the part of the predicate. This can happen when the sentence is a question. The subject can also come after the part of the predicate if a sentence begins with the word here or there. In this following example, first sentence, the subject comes at the beginning of the sentence. In second sentence, the subject comes at the end of the sentence. Let's see its differences. In the first sentence, she had a good book. First, locate the verb in the sentence. Had is the verb in the sentence. Now ask a question by placing who. Who had a good book? She had a good book. So she is the subject of the sentence. Had a good book is the predicate of the sentence. Because after verb, the entire group of words comes under predicate. In the second sentence, here comes the doctor. In the first sentence, she, the subject, comes at the beginning of the sentence as usual. But in the second sentence, let's see how the subject comes after the predicate. Here comes the doctor. First, locate the verb in the sentence. Comes is the verb in the sentence. Now ask a question by placing who. Who comes? The doctor comes. So the doctor is the subject of the sentence. Here comes is the predicate of the sentence. But here the subject comes after the part of the predicate. So these are the things that have to be remembered before doing the exercises. Here in this page, we will see three different types of subject and predicate. We have simple subject and predicate, complete subject and predicate, and compound subject and predicate. Simple subject is nothing but it is just the subject that has one noun or pronoun and the entire sentence is only focused on one subject. The complete subject is contain the subject, what the sentence is about, and all the words that go along with it. The simple subject is the main noun or pronoun in the complete subject. And for compound subject, sometimes a subject may be more than one thing or person. They have more than one noun or pronoun and are called compound subjects. The subjects are joined by connecting words such as and, or, but. And for simple predicate tells what the sentence or what the subject is about or does. Complete predicate contains the verb and all the words that go with it. The simple predicate is the verb or verb phrase in the complete predicate. And for compound predicate, sometimes one subject may be doing more than one thing. There may be more than one verb and they are called compound predicate. Now let's look some of the examples showing difference between of these three types of subject and predicate. Now let's see the first sentence for simple subject and simple predicate. The elephant dragged. First, what is the verb here in the sentence? Dragged. Who dragged the elephant? So the elephant is the subject of the sentence. Dragged is the verb, that is predicate. So we are talking about only one subject, so it is called simple subject. And we are talking about only one action of the subject, so it is called simple predicate. Now let's look another example for complete subject and complete predicate. The big, grey, hungry elephant dragged woods hardly from the forest. Again, locate the verb here in the sentence. Dragged is the verb in the sentence. So, who dragged the elephant dragged? But it was not just any elephant, it was a big, grey, hungry elephant. In this sentence, elephant is the simple subject and all the descriptive words tells more about the elephant. And the predicate of the sentence is based on the simple predicate, which is the verb. All the other words in the predicate tells more about the subject, and some of the words can modify the verb. So this is called big, grey, hungry elephant is the complete subject. Dragged woods hardly from the forest is the complete predicate. Now we go for the third example for compound subject. The elephant, giraffe and monkey pulled woods from the forest. Here we are talking about three subjects. The elephant, giraffe and monkey. All these three subjects are joined by the connecting word and. So this is called a compound subject. And pulled woods from the forest is the compound predicate. And we go for the compound predicate example. Elephant pulled and dragged woods from the forest. Here, the elephant is the subject of the sentence. Pulled and dragged woods from the forest is the predicate of the sentence. The elephant is the only subject, but the elephant is doing two things. Pulled and dragged. So, the elephant pulled and dragged wood from the forest. Here, two actions are carried out. So, pulled and dragged woods from the forest is the complete predicate. Who pulled, who dragged? The elephant is pulled and dragged. So, elephant is the subject of the sentence. Pulled and dragged woods from the forest is the predicate. Here, elephant is the only one subject is doing two things. That is two actions, pulled and dragged. So, this is called compound subject. Pulled and dragged woods from the forest is the compound predicate. Let's have a quick recap of this lesson. We have seen about what is subject and what is predicate, and what is a sentence, what are the three types of subject and predicate, and at last we have some exercises. So on first, what we have seen about sentence. A complete sentence has to be made of two parts, that is subject and predicate. And what is subject? The subject is about the person or thing that the sentence is about. And about the predicate is about the verb form that tells something about the subject. And we also discussed about the three types of subject and predicates, that are simple subject and predicate, complete subject and predicate, and compound subject and predicate, and some examples we have seen in this lesson. Here it is an activity sheet which you can pause and read the sentences below. You can now easily identify the subject and predicate based on the explanation given. You can also give your answer in the comment section. Well, I hope you enjoyed this lesson. I'm sure that some of this lesson was good revision for you. I hope you have learned a few things new about subject and predicate. If you love this channel and you enjoy my lesson, please subscribe and don't forget to click share and comment. And let me know in the comment what type of lesson you would like me to make in the future. And keep watching my videos and give your supports. Bye for now.